WSTB.
It's all fair.
Whatever. Hey everybody, welcome to today's session at St. Bethlehem United Methodist Church with Pastor Richard Wesley and co-host Ashley Kettle. Enjoy.
Hi, and welcome to WSTB Clarksville. I'm Richard Wesley, and I'm here in the St. Bethlehem United Methodist Church. I'm so cold, I don't even know where I am. What happened to summer?
It left.
I mean, even John's bundled up. He asked if he could borrow my scarf. Yeah,
I can't believe you let him.
this is, well, as long as it stays attached to me when I get up and leave and not him, I'm good. I share, just not. Anyway, we want to let you know what's going on this weekend at St. Bethlehem United Methodist Church. In our, take off my hat there. In our worship service of January the 26th at 9 a.m., we are looking at a prophecy from the book of Isaiah and how that relates to a story in Matthew's Gospel. You'll see how that all ties in. One of the illustrations that I'm going to be giving comes from the life of Moses. I find Moses fascinating. Moses had been in Egypt, and he killed an Egyptian, ran for his life. Now his dad is a priest of another religion, and I guess he didn't make enough money being a priest, and so he had a side gig of raising sheep. And so he let Moses go to work for him in the, being a shepherd. And then one day Moses is out in the fields with the flocks, and he sees this bush burning. I wonder what that is. It wasn't unusual to see burning bushes, but this one didn't go out. It didn't burn up. It just kept burning. And so he went to see what it was. And of course, that's where that dialogue happens between Moses and God. And I kind of imagine it like this. God explaining to Moses, hey, Moses, you ran from Egypt. Guess where you're going? You're going back. God calls us and sends us. That's kind of what we're looking at. We're still in the Epiphany season, and so I'm calling Sunday morning sermon, Guess Where You're Going? The story of a great light. And we're going to be singing Open My Eyes That I May See, and we're going to sing one more time that song we learned a couple of weeks ago, a new song for us, Baptized in Water. Now, in our 11 o'clock service, Exploring Inclusivity, we're looking this week at Old Testament scriptures. Now, if you weren't part of that particular 11 o'clock study last week, I recommend that you begin attending this week. You can start anywhere in here. Each lesson is a complete lesson within itself. But I had people that have been in the office this week that have commented on how much they got out of last week's study. This week we're looking at Old Testament scriptures, and these will be Old Testament scriptures on human sexuality. One of our discussion questions seems to be, or maybe you're tempted to think, would be an easy answer. We're going to look at the scripture, though, and what the scripture says. The question that we'll be discussing is, what is the sin of Sodom? You might be surprised. We're going to look at the details, and you might be surprised at what you learn. All right.
Yes.
It is time for Ashley's, is it a top 5 this week?
It is a top 5 this
Oh.
week. I got so caught up in the little piggies not going to program. They went to market and I left one out.
Oh, from last week? Yeah. So last week was a top 4.
Yes.
Are you going to complete that top 5 and then give us 5 more?
No, I'm only giving you 5.
Oh, okay.
The other one wasn't as good as the little piggies.
Yeah, the little piggies, that was, whoa. Yeah.
So this week I have 5 fun, not so fun, and somewhat creepy facts.
Oh, somewhat creepy facts. All right.
And if I yawn, I apologize, but this first one, did you know that giraffes are the only animals in the world that don't yawn? And it makes me want to yawn.
Giraffes are the only animals that don't yawn. No, I guess I didn't realize animals yawned.
Well,
That's interesting.
lady yawn?
Well, I knew, but she's not an animal. I mean,
I didn't
come
call
on.
her a dog.
Like some people do.
You know who you are.
And you know who you are. Ed. But we won't call your name out. No, we wouldn't do that.
This is not so fun, and I don't know how true it is, and you probably shouldn't answer whether it's true or
All
not.
right, my lips are sealed.
But apparently, women look their oldest every Wednesday at 3:30. I can see truth in that because by Wednesday at 3:30, I'm tired.
We film these around 3:30 on Wednesdays.
No, we don't.
Yes,
I
we
mean,
do.
We do, yeah. Not today. Not this Wednesday. Don't be telling me I look old. It's 3:30.
So let's see.
told you.
Maddie is a and yeah, I'm not going there.
You better not.
Wednesdays at 3:30.
Yeah, I can see why. Think about it. Wednesday, mid
hump day,
and it's
and it's
yeah.
But wouldn't men feel just as old? No. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Moving right on along.
All right, here's another fun fact.
Hey guys, Wednesdays at 3:30. Be a good time to call your wife if she's at work, or if you're at work and she's not, contact her and say, "You look beautiful, darling." 3:30 on Wednesdays. That'd be good. That'd be a good thing to do.
That'd be a great thing.
That'd be a good thing to do. Yeah, yeah. All right.
All right.
Andy. Okay.
He tells me that often, though I don't believe him. But all right, a fun fact.
Okay.
Jellyfish and lobsters are considered biologically immortal. They don't age and will never die unless they're killed. If you want to fact check all this, go right ahead.
Wow. Now, I didn't know that about lobsters. I know that we've found jellyfish, which are thousands of years old. I did not know that about lobsters. So those aren't wrinkles on their face then?
I've never seen a wrinkly lobster.
Yeah, okay, I haven't either. I just figured they were all kids. Go ahead. Interesting.
Here's a scary one.
Okay.
The world's shortest horror story consists of only 2 sentences. The last man on earth sat alone in a room. There was a knock on the door.
Oh! Boy, my imagination can take off with that one. Nice. Yes.
Now this one.
So you've told us a complete horror story in this
Yes,
episode.
I have.
Wow. She read us a whole horror story.
I did.
Nice.
Number 5.
Number
I got
5.
5.
Number
for me.
5. Good.
This one creeps me out because I had this happen. When you wake up between 2 and 3 a.m. without any reason, there's an 80% chance that someone or something is looking at you.
Oh, come on.
I've had it happen because when I kept my niece Jamie one night, she was real young, but I remember waking up and she was just staring at me, not saying a word. Scared me to death. But 80% chance, that's an 80% chance. A 20% chance is nothing.
What you call lady something? Nothing.
Something or someone is staring at you.
All right. Well, there you have it. I'll tell you what.
You guys sleep well tonight.
Yes. And listen for that knock on the door if you're the last person. Wow. All right. Well, this concludes this week's episode of Ashley's Top 5 and the rest of the stuff too. Yeah. I was thinking about this the other day that I love these episodes, and they're, you see some of these television episodes where the main character, like Seinfeld, that's not really what the story's about. These stories are really about Ashley's Top 5. All right, we will see. This concludes this week's episode of WSTB. We'll see you Sunday. Say goodbye, Ashley.
Bye.
Goodbye, Ashley. All right, yeah. I didn't know that about the lobsters, though. That's.
I didn't know that either
Yeah.
until. Did you hear that knock on the door?
I heard that. But since you're here, I'm not the last person.
That's true, yeah. It would be if we were the last two people on earth and the.
No, that would be scary. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Wonder.
I better not be on there.
It will be.
Great.
Trust me.